Hi there, I'm Jim, and welcome to the 2014 graduation at Grand Rapids Community College. It is not raining out here. Okay, it's raining a little bit, but we still got a bunch of students out here that would love to say hello to some folks that are in there. So we got our first couple right over here. Hey, you two, come on up. Hi, come on up. And what's your name?
December DeGlopper.
And yours?
Andrew Weiner, or known as AJ across campus.
Okay. Now you guys have a pretty good story. What's going on with you two?
We met about 4 years ago here at CC in self-defense class. We kind of fell in love, graduated today, and tomorrow we're getting married.
Excellent. And I see you're wearing your official GRCC rain ponchos too.
Yes, you like those?
Yeah, just in case it rains, right?
Yeah, cost extra.
Okay, what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Applied Arts and Sciences with Child Development.
You the same thing?
I don't know exactly the same thing, but yes, Associate Computer Applications Technology.
Fantastic. Well, I wish the best for you too, and good luck with the wedding and the graduation and everything.
Thank you.
Now, one more thing. Do you have anybody out there you'd like to say hi to?
My daughter Isabel. Hi, baby girl.
Anybody for you in there?
Hi, Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa. Glad you can make it.
Phenomenal. Thank you, you two. Now get back in line. Okay, now we got one more guy up here. What's your name, sir?
Ricardo J. Rodriguez,
What are you graduating with tonight?
graduating with an Associate's in Applied Arts and Science and the Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, Refrigeration field.
Okay, wow, that's, are you going on for another degree after this, or are you just sticking with this one?
I'm going to stick with this one for now until I get more experience, and hopefully in the future I can get a bachelor's.
It sounds like a very complicated degree you're getting tonight.
It was a long journey, a long, hard one, but at least with the gracefulness, I was able to do it.
Now, who do you have in there rooting for you?
I have my mother, my aunt, and my uncles, my little cousin. That's my whole family supporting me.
You know, you're on two big screens right now.
Yes, I am.
You want to wave to them?
Hola. Te amo todos.
Thank you very much, and good luck, and hop back in line so you don't miss it all.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now, a couple of housekeeping notes that we have to tell you. If you're looking for a bathroom, there are bathrooms located up on the upper level and the lower level. Men's bathrooms are located on the left side, women's are on the right, and there's a whole bunch of other information located in your program about what to do in case of an emergency or torrential rain. Your seats may or may not be used as a flotation device. I'm not sure exactly. You better read that just to be sure. So back to you guys in the studio or in the control room, out in the field house, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, it's Jim, and we're back outside the field house, and it has stopped raining, so don't worry, everybody's dry out here. And we have somebody new to interview, and your name is?
Brandon Anderson.
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Arts with the Macro.
What are you going to do with that degree?
I'm going to keep going to school.
Where are you going to go to school?
Grand Valley State University.
Do you feel like you had a good experience, like a good stepping stone to get to Grand Valley?
Oh yeah, GRCC was a great place for me.
And I didn't even pay him to say that either. Now, do you have family in there tonight?
Yeah, I have my Aunt Rosie, my cousin Marlene, there's Chuck, Brenda, Mike, Julie, and Kylie.
You want to wave to him?
Yeah, hi.
That was a very manly wave there. Okay, now we have our next person, and she is very cold, by the way. And your name is?
I'm Kelsey Connell.
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Graduating with an Associate's in Arts with Macro.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm transferring to Grand Valley to pursue a business administration degree with a minor in finance or accounting.
Nice. Now, do you have family in there?
Yeah, I've got my mom, my dad, and my sister, Erin. Hi, guys.
Look, she learned from the last one and waved ahead of time without even me saying anything. It's amazing. Okay, now this one I think is taking up half the field house with people in there, and so we're going to start with that. Who do you have in there tonight?
Okay, so I have my mother, my father, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nieces, my nephews, my son, my boyfriend, my family that is in there to see other relatives, my God. I could keep going. I'm just going to stop. So, yeah. Hi, everybody. Love you.
Wow, okay. And what are you graduating with tonight?
I am graduating with an Associate's in Arts with Macro, and I plan on going into gender communication as well as helping young girls with different issues in the world.
That sounds very noble.
It is. And I also plan on going into ministry, too. How about that?
That's incredible. I can barely get up in the morning.
hey, try it. I'm just saying, try it. I'll give you my shoes.
Really?
You want to walk in them?
I don't know. They're a little pointy for me. But thank you. Okay, and we got one guy left here. And now this guy, he really did not want to be on this. I had to give him 20 bucks to do this. But, you know, he's willing to do it now. So what's your name, sir?
Ryan Barks. Still waiting on the $20 though.
Oh, he's still, okay. We'll get it to you. Don't worry. We'll cut you a check or something. What are you graduating with tonight?
Applied Arts and Science Auto Tech.
And are you going to go on to another school from here, or are you just going to stick with that?
Just going to stick with that and try and move up out of the shop.
That's a really good degree. I mean, yeah, I mean, now do you have family in there?
My wife is in there, my daughter's in there, my parents and my sister.
Wow, you want to wave to him?
Hi, everybody.
Isn't he a sport? I mean, this is my favorite guy so far. So thank you very much for doing this, and we will get the $20 to you eventually. So, all right, yeah, eventually, yeah, okay. You can go back in line now, and I will find you in that sea of blue people. All right, hey, back to you guys in the field house. We'll see you in a few minutes. Got another song coming up. See you in a few. Hey, it's Jim. We got one more group here, and we have a very anxious young man who wants to be interviewed, and your name is?
Devin Dunnebeck.
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associate of Arts.
What are you going to do with that degree?
Transfer to Michigan State.
Hey, that's a good school. And do you have family in there tonight?
Yeah, I got my mom, dad, Danielle, Dana, Uncle Ralph, and Grandma. Hi, guys.
Wow, he's got it down. It's like he's almost seen one of these interviews before. Okay, we're going to move down to the next person, and she knew how many graduates were here tonight, which I found amazing. And how many are there tonight?
475.
That is amazing. You counted them all, like, while you were standing here?
Just eyed it, just eyeballed it.
Yeah, what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates of Arts with macro.
And probably, like, math heavy, I'm guessing, with that number knowledge.
Light, actually. Not good in the math.
That's okay. I'm not very good at math either. Who do you have in there?
I have my darling mother. Hi, Mom, I love you. And her husband, my darling husband, my son, and my in-laws. I love you all.
Hello, darling husband. And what are you planning to do after this tonight?
We're going to go out to eat, fancy restaurant.
What's fancy?
Charlie's Crab.
Ooh, that's very nice.
It'll be wonderful. I'm going to get some seafood.
Sounds great. All right, we got somebody else here, and your name is?
Carmen Hutchison.
What are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Arts.
What are you going to do with that?
Thinking about transferring to Grand Valley.
That's a good school. Now, do you feel like you got a good education here and a good start to move on?
Yes, I do.
All right. I didn't pay you to say that, right?
No.
Okay. And who do you have in there?
I have my mom, my dad, my brother and sister, and my 2 nephews.
You used all 6 tickets tonight, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You want to wave to them?
Hi.
Thank you very much. Okay, and I saved our best, most nervous person for last. What's your name?
My name is Hope Cronkright.
And what are you graduating with?
An associate's in arts.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm hoping to move on to Grand Valley to pursue higher education. So.
You need to take a breath or something? You seem kind of nervous right now.
No, I'm good. How about you?
I'm actually really nervous. I mean, yeah, so you think, yeah, you're making me feel better about the whole thing. And do you have family in there?
Yeah, I do.
Would you like to tell me who they are?
Sure, my mom, my dad, my brother, his girlfriend, and my other brother.
Okay, now look right into that camera because you're on 2 giant screens in there. So there's actually 2 of you. So go ahead and wave to them.
Hi.
It's just like IMAX in there. Well, thank you very much. I feel much better now. I hope you do too.
Thanks.
All right, back to you in the field house, and we're getting ready to roll. So see you in there. Okay, we got 2 more people we can squeeze in here. What is your name?
Kristen Jankowski,
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associate of Arts and Sciences in the Child Development Department.
And are you going to go on for another degree?
I hope to go on for a bachelor's.
Oh, they got to move. They are going in right now. So thank you very much. See you guys. See you back at the field house.
wait till they're on the move. Okay. They tricked me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Rapids Community College 97th Commencement Exercises.
You're on 2X.
Entering the field house at this time are the president of Grand Rapids Community College, the Faculty Association president, the Grand Rapids Community College Board of Trustees, the provost, the dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, the dean of the School of Workforce Development, the mayor of Grand Rapids, the emeritus faculty recipient, and the distinguished alumni recipient. Now, please welcome the GRCC graduating class of 2014. Carrying the college's gonfalons are the Campus Activities President, Emily Smitter, and Ariel Brown, President of the Black Student Union. Now led by their respective associate deans, please welcome the faculty of Grand Rapids Community College. Entering from the left are the departments from the School of Arts and Sciences. Entering on the right, the School of Workforce Development and School of Student Affairs. Please welcome the faculty from Biological Sciences, Applied Technology, the Education Department, Automotive, welcome the faculty from Exercise Science, the faculty from the Business Departments, also, please welcome the faculty from the English departments. From Computer Information Systems, the Language and Thought departments, the faculty from Criminal Justice, also, please welcome the faculty from the Mathematics departments. The Sekia Institute for Culinary Education. Welcome the Music departments. Also the Dental departments. Please welcome the faculty from Physical Sciences, from Mechanical and Architectural Design, also, please welcome the Psychology departments and the Nursing departments. Welcome the Theater departments, Radiologic Technology, also Visual Arts, the Counseling and Career Center, staff from the library, also Career Development Services, Disability and Occupational Support Services, Student Support Services, and the tutor coordinators from the Health, Business, Biology, Math, and Science departments.
Well, good evening. Here I am up here, graduates. There you go. Please be seated. So let's begin a wonderful celebration. Welcome to Grand Rapids Community College's 97th commencement. Please, let's show a warm appreciation. Yes, it is our 97th. Join me in showing a warm appreciation to our wind ensemble led by Professor Michael Gillen, Director of Instrumental Music. Thank you, students. Michael, for sharing your talent tonight. So graduates, this is your night. You've worked hard while at GRCC. I met someone yesterday that started 30 years ago and is with you tonight commencing, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. Tonight we're here to recognize all of you and the potential you bring to our society. We are indeed privileged to be here with you this evening. As a class, you're quite diverse. You represent a wide age span, which proves lifelong learning is alive and well. Your ages range from 17 to 68. 60% of our graduates are female. And taking over the world. You're 73% white and 27% non-white. You're receiving degrees from 83 different majors. You come from 64 different communities and 6 other countries. Your grade point average is 3.18. You are a terrific class, and we are proud of you. Now, will everyone please stand and join our graduates in singing the national anthem, and please remain standing for the singing of the GRCC alma mater.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
If you'll remain standing, the alma mater will be sung by Chelsea Mullen, a sophomore vocal performance major.
Trust in thee.
Please be seated. Chelsea, you hit it out of the park. Let me also point out that that beautiful voice leading us in the national anthem was Professor Kevin Darbruff, who's the program director of our music department. Thank you, Kevin. Now, if we could just for a moment, join me in silence so that each of us here tonight can express our appreciation in our own way for the bright future these graduates will help to create. Thank you. As I was having my own silent moment, I have to share I did have one thought that I wanted to share with the graduates. Please, no backflips tonight, if we can avoid that. And if you dare try it, you better pull it off. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our platform guests for the evening. I'd ask that you hold your applause until each group is introduced. First, our Board of Trustees. Chairperson of the Board and retired Superintendent of Grand Rapids Public Schools, Mr. Bert Blakey. Ms. Margot Anderson, Secretary of the Board and retired Administrator from the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Ms. Ellen James, Treasurer of the Board and retired from the City of Grand Rapids Equal Opportunity Department. Dr. Richard Reiskamp, Trustee Attending Physician at St. Mary's Healthcare. And Dr. Richard Stewart, Trustee and retired Professor from Cornerstone University. I'd like to add that, unfortunately, tonight we have two trustees that could not join us, Mr. Rick Verberg and Ms. Deb Bailey, and I can absolutely assure you they are missing this activity. Please, let's thank this wonderful Board of Trustees. Now, please allow me to introduce the other guests on our stage, and again, if you would hold your applause. Dr. Hilda Healy, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Dr. Fiona Hurt, Dean of the School of Workforce Development. Dr. Lori Chesley, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. The Honorable George K. Hartwell, Mayor of the City of Grand Rapids. Mr. Paul Shadal, recipient of the 2014 Emeritus Faculty Administrator Award, retired GRCC faculty member. The Honorable John A. Hallisey, recipient of the 2014 Distinguished Alumni Award, Chief Judge for the 10th Judicial District. And Mr. Fred Van Hartesveld, Professor in the English Department and President of the Faculty Association. Please, a warm welcome for our guests. Now I'd like to introduce your other college guests, our esteemed faculty and dedicated administrators. If you would please stand and be recognized. Please, faculty, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. And then some very special people, all the parents, family, friends, loved ones, supporters of our graduates. We know that without that support, our students would have a difficult time. There are many times when you're going through this process when you go, I'm not sure. And someone probably said, yes, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can. And that could have been a husband, a wife, a mother, a father, a grandfather, a friend, but all these people in our life that have helped us get to this place. Students, please give them a hand. And now for some awards. The Emeritus Faculty Award was established in 1985 to honor instructors and administrators whose dedication and creativity have left an indelible mark on the lives of students and colleagues at GRCC. The award is given annually to those who, during their tenure at our college and since their retirement, consistently promote GRCC's commitment to excellence as illustrated by the GRCC values and ends. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Trustee Margot Anderson, who will introduce the recipient of the 2014 Emeritus Faculty Award. Ms. Anderson.
Good evening. You'd expect a history professor to have a foot firmly planted in the past, but Paul Shadul, his career at Grand Rapids Community College, embraced the new as well. He taught in the Social Sciences Department from 1969 to 1999, mentoring countless students and leading trips to Costa Rica, Guatemala, China, and Ecuador. He then became an academic coordinator of distance learning, a position he held until retiring in 2005. In that role, he helped his colleagues develop ways to effectively use technology in their classrooms. Now that he's retired, he's expanded his classroom to the entire Grand Rapids area, coordinating exhibits, sharing his expertise, and leading trips abroad. Please turn now to the screen and watch the video highlighting Paul's career.
One of the things I've always admired about Paul Shardul was his ability to smile, to be excited, to be a friend, and also to be a colleague.
I really always enjoyed the fact that Paul was all about learning. His own students, other faculty members, he was always looking for new ways to do things. He was always connected in the community and helped students connect in the community.
Paul was not just a teacher, he was also a good leader in getting students involved in global studies and global experiences. He took students abroad. He sponsored seminars. He spoke at many workshops and training classes.
I feel that I don't think I would be where I am today without his leadership and without his support and without his drive and passion to help me along the way.
He just had boundless enthusiasm and energy for bringing people new experiences, for using the tools that we had available to us, for seeking out new ways of doing things, and for helping people to make connections with learning in all different ways.
And now it's our honor to recognize Paul Shardul. Paul? The Distinguished Alumni Award was established in 1963 to honor a GRCC alumnus or alumna who has achieved substantial public recognition for his or her success. The chosen alumnus is respected among his or her peers, motivates others, and is a catalyst for positive change. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Chairperson of the Board, Bert Blakey, to present the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Good evening. John A. Hallisey received an Associate in Arts degree from Grand Rapids Community College in 1983, a Bachelor of Science degree from Western Michigan University in 1985, and his Juris Doctorate degree from Valparaiso University School of Law in 1988. He has served as a judge for the 10th District Court since 2009 and became its chief judge in 2014. During his career, from prosecuting attorney to the bench, he has worked to improve the justice system. As a Calhoun County prosecutor, he started a diversion program that gives first-time juvenile offenders the opportunity to have their criminal charges dropped if they successfully complete the program. He has also been honored for his efforts to get funding to provide nurse examiners in sexual assault cases. He started a successful sobriety court in 2010. But Judge Hallisey's efforts to improve his community does not end when he leaves the courtroom. He also works with Domestic Violence Shelter, the United Way, and has served on a state task force on elder abuse and on the board of the Natural Resource Center for Racial Healing. The State Bar of Michigan gave Judge Hallisey the Frank J. Kelly Distinguished Public Service Award in 2011. Please turn now to the screen and watch a video highlighting Judge Hallisey's career.
I grew up in Holland, Michigan. I'm the fourth of 6 kids. Well, I was considering law enforcement as a career, so I pursued that, and that's, those are the classes I took when I went to GRCC as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it in many different aspects. I was a member of the swim team there for 2 years. The team was pretty good. We were very competitive, and we're practicing every day, and so it really helped me set a schedule and as far as studying, and I think that really helped me as I went along into my bachelor's as well as my law school, and then on into work. Beyond that, the education was challenging. The professors I had were very positive, very encouraging, and like I said, I really built up my confidence in what I could do and what I thought I could accomplish. I went on to get my degree in criminal justice at Western, and then I took the LSAT and went on to Valparaiso University for law school. Having been a prosecutor at the beginning of the criminal justice system, you meet victims soon after something happens. And then on the parole board, to see them sometimes a couple of years later, sometimes 15, 20, 30 years later, it was really humbling and very eye-opening to me to see the impact of crime literally over a lifetime. I've really enjoyed it. It's a different position, coming from being an advocate. Still remember early on sitting on a civil case and the first person was arguing, I go, wow, that's a really good argument. That makes a lot of sense. Second person argued, and I go, wow, that's a good argument. That makes a lot of sense. And as they were doing that towards the end, I go, I have to decide this. Every decision you make has an impact on people, and it is a hot seat. It really is, and you have to give it a lot of thought and consideration. When I went to the community college, if you had told me I'd be sitting on a bench in Battle Creek wearing a black robe, pounding a gavel from time to time, I wouldn't have thought that possible. But Grand Rapids Community College helped me make it possible. It's just the beginning. It can be the beginning of a long path that can take you in any direction you want to go.
I'm honored tonight to introduce our distinguished speaker from the 97th GRCC commencement, Mayor George Hartwell. Mayor Hartwell has been a longtime partner in Grand Rapids Community College's educational mission and is a well-known advocate of lifelong learning. He earned a Master's of Divinity degree from Western Theological Seminary in 1987. He was a minister at Heartside Ministry from 1987 to 1999. He served as director of Aquinas College College's Community Leadership Institute from 2000 to 2005, and as president and CEO of Pilgrim Manor Retirement Community from 2005 to 2012. He represented the 3rd Ward on the Grand Rapids City Commission from 1992 to 1999 and has been the city's mayor since 2004. It is my honor to introduce His Honor, Mayor George Hartwell. Mayor Hartwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Graduates, you receive your diploma at what is arguably the most fascinating and challenging time in the history of humankind. But first, congratulations on earning the degree. No one in this room should be mistaken. You earned your degree. You worked hard, yes? You studied, and you sacrificed. Many of you have been full-time students while holding down a job. Some of you have been parents while being students while holding down a job. This diploma is well-earned, and it is your passport to a journey that will be like no other. For some of you, I know the journey goes from here to another college or university where you will continue your studies toward a baccalaureate degree. For others, further apprenticeship or supervision will lead you to a professional certification that will unlock employment opportunities for you. But for all of you, whether you have figured out the next step in life or not, I want to say that learning must not stop, and neither must study, formal or informal. Now, I'll say more about that in a minute, but before I do, why do I say that this is the most fascinating and challenging time to live in all of human history? That's a pretty bold statement. Well, consider these 4 facts. About the time that most of you, the average age of this graduating class, were born, there were 5.6 billion people living on the planet. Today, there are 7.2 billion, and in 20 years, there will be almost 9 billion people on Earth. Extreme poverty will relegate 80% of those people to lives of desperation. Second fact, rapid change in the climate of the planet is bringing about species extinction at rates unknown since the end of the era of the dinosaurs, 65 million years ago. Third fact, the rate of growth in knowledge is exponential. It's explosive. One way of calculating the growth in knowledge is by looking at patents that are issued. Between today and August 16th of 2015, just a little over a year, there will be more patents issued than have been issued in the whole history of patents. And a fourth fact, medical advances allow us, at least those of us in developed nations, to live much longer lives. My grandparents' life expectancy was 47. My parents, 51. My life expectancy is 68. And your average life expectancy is 75 years. Since you're going to live longer lives, it's a safe bet that you'd like to live better and more productive lives, doing the things that give you satisfaction long after that magical retirement age. So what does all this mean? Well, first, it means that tomorrow will demand more of you than today demands of me. Addressing planetary issues like hunger and climate change and population growth will stretch you far beyond where it has stretched me or any generation that preceded me. You have access to knowledge, much more knowledge. The question is, will you have the wisdom to use that knowledge to save the earth from irremediable damage? You will answer that question in the way that you live your lives and how you use your education. Here's what I know. If you walk out of this room today and say, there, I'm done with learning, I've been there, done that, then we all lose. You have had a taste of a formal education, but only a taste, like a great appetizer course. But there's a full meal still waiting. And maybe you'll have other professors in other settings. Maybe you'll have to be your own professor, writing the syllabus of your life and assigning readings and taking tests and seeking to improve, always seeking to improve, to know more and to use what you know. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're falling behind. And if you're falling behind, not only you, but all of humankind is disadvantaged. Here's the other thing I know. There's a strong likelihood that you will have multiple careers before you retire. You may start out to be a dental hygienist or a computer programmer or an accountant. But if you stay open to the opportunities that come along, if you continue to learn and stretch your minds, if you're willing to take some risks, well, amazing things will happen. Your journey will go off in unexpected directions, bringing unimagined rewards and perhaps unsought recognition. I started in business. I went into ministry with the homeless. I served in public office as a city commissioner, and then I taught leadership at Aquinas College. I directed a retirement corporation, and then I became mayor of this amazing city of Grand Rapids. Had someone described that life path to me as I walked off the graduation stage at Albion College in 1971, I would have looked at them like they were crazy. Stay open to the possibilities. The universe is still at its heart a mystery. And it moves among us in mysterious but wholesome and vibrant ways. It calls us to find more within ourselves and to move assuredly beyond the boundaries that society wants to set for us, boundaries that we sometimes too easily accept. And hold a strong vision before you of a better world. Leaders, the best leaders, the abiding leaders, are visionaries. They see beyond their time and they imagine a world that is healthier, more peaceful, fairer, more prosperous. And then they live as if that vision was already becoming a reality. Their words, their actions, their thoughts, their dreams all reflect and feed that powerful vision. When we act as if our vision is certain reality, it becomes so. And finally, achieving your powerful vision requires large doses of hope. Hope is the fuel for transforming an individual life, an institution, a city, or a planet. Hope believes in a vision when everything else around you denies that vision. Hope is more than optimism. Hope is the absolute certainty that your vision is right, even if no one else around you can see its truth, even if All the forces of society seem determined to defeat you. Hope bolsters courage, and hope sustains energy, and hope is a magnet that draws others in. The world needs you. In truth, it needs you a whole lot more than it needs me. If you are going to be helpful to this needy world, then you must continue your education, continue to learn for the rest of your life. You must have a good, strong vision, and you must surround your work with hope. This is a commencement. It's a beginning, not an end. So, commence. Commence to shape a better world. And congratulations on this great accomplishment. Thank you.
It's been one consistent for me in my 5 years in Grand Rapids that George Hartwell always delivers a great message. And I think the message tonight, my response is, Mayor Hartwell, I have a lot of hope for these students. And I know that you will not let us down. We're at that point in tonight's ceremony that you've all been anticipating. The awarding of diplomas, when you students join tens of thousands of others as proud GRCC alumni. On behalf of all of us, on this stage and those who have worked with each of you throughout your time at GRCC, I want to wish you the best in whatever step you take next, whether it's onto a career or further studies. You are now becoming part of our 100-year history and our commitment to excellence, and we will be proud to call you alumni. It's time for you each to shine as you take that big walk across the stage. As we confer your respective degrees on each of you this evening, I will be assisted by Chairperson Blakey and all the other members of the Board of Trustees. Presenting the candidates for confirmation are Provost Hilda Healy, Dean Lori Chesley, and Dean Fiona Hurt. May I call to all of our attention our students who are wearing gold ribbons with gold medallions. These are our Delta Phi Alpha students who are graduating this evening in the top 5% of their class. Students with the Gold Stow are members of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, and they have earned a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Students with blue and gold honor cords are members of our honors program. These students have completed all academic and service requirements to graduate with this distinction. And finally, students with red, white, and blue cords are being honored for their service to our country. And now I will call upon our Provost, Dr. Hilda Healy, who will begin the introductions.
Lori Chesley, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Fiona Hart, Dean of the School of Workforce Development, will present the candidates. Will the candidates who will be presented with degrees this evening please come forward?
The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Arts degree. Benjamin J. Weisenbaugh. Rachel Lasha Reed. Wanaki Thomas Smith. Patricia Ansari. Elizabeth Paul. Eric Thomas Farrell. Sarah Janine Wilkins. Ashley Renee Bean. Courtney Lee Gillett. Glenn Allen Brookhouse. Nathan Galas. Lorelei Esparza. Bonnie Lee Cassidy. Tiffany Lee Zakel. Jason Lavorne. Dylan Lee Hubert. Katie Mae Arnott. Carly S. Breckenridge. Stephen A. White. Bria Burnett. Sahuda Aheen Smith. Emily Rose Smitter. Brittany McSawby. Brandon Anderson. Veronica June Gertis. Stephanie Marie Arndt. Maria Carmen Gisa Garcia. Hazel Osenia Lewis. Ellen Pegas. Nora L. Michael. Rosie L. Foster. Wanda Beasley. Sarah L. Philo. Jennifer Clythene Smith. Bradley Scott Dykstra. Rebecca Bunning. Aaron John McLaughlin. Wayne Hill. Shanae R. Allen. Jody Jenskuski. Shanita Jackson. Jamie L. Jenkins. Kelsey Connell. Lula M. Jackson. Becky Lynn Wirt Verzee. Ebony Betts. Paul Samir Kaban. Sylvester Vito Janes. Levis Mukire Hakundwa. Jermaine Donald. Sherry Donald. Jaquia Williams. Diane Monet Wiley. Amber Renee Eves. Holly Maxine Reel. An Fa Ti Le. Christina E. Witt. Christina Nicole Breen. Victoria Lynn Fry. Angie L. Eggleston Kadravac. Sarah Jane Hyleski. Catherine Emma Heisinger. Mason Everett Yonker. Sandra L. Van Dyke. Hope Cronkrite. Mark Thomas Savage. Brody T. Helms. Andrea Spring Day Freiberg. Amber Lynn Zilstra. Samantha Jean Robinson. Cody J. DeWeird. Devin G. Dunneback. Carmen Hutcherson. Samantha Mize. Hannah Mae Hood. Aracia M. McBride. Shakia N. Turner. Patricia A. Kolenko. Kathy A. Maris. Catherine Naomi Morin. Heidi Elizabeth Olson. Ashley McLuth. Kazra Parsad. Sean Douglas Dutler. Amy L. Sullivan. Ross L. Pike. Molly Jane DeCracker. Sean LaTroy Hill. Chelsea Jane Wise. Tara Jean Jones. Eden Yate. Melanie Lynn Skipper. Ashley Rose Welpley. Jose Trinidad Bitron. Brian James Wood. Eric Jason Bilesma. Nathan Uris Michelsons. Edwin M. Wainena. Oh, sir. This concludes the presentation of candidates with Associate of Arts degrees. The following will continue with the Associate of Arts degree. Gretchen Alexandra Urena. Deborah J. Perkins. Philip Stephen Croft. Whitney Jordan Williams. Stiana Shire Kilgore. Crystal F. King. Teresa Gastaldi Balhorn. Andrea Leanne Kozal. Sharondra Latrice Carter. Amber Joy Beamers. Casey Linnea Mockerman. Erica L. Hernley. Thomas Frederick Van Kyken. Heather Normant. Harvey Jean Sandifer. Electra Rolfe. Ryan D. Kermine. Ellen M. Leroy. Chelsea Lynn Bromley. Kevin T. Bolick. Jennifer Crystal. Anna K. Osterbun. Zachary L. Cloughlin. Dana Kylie Bulla. Kathleen Margaret Matthew. Andrea Joy Heaston. Tamisha Marie Mosley. Karen Lee Chafee. Shadon D. Norwood. Heath Landon Taylor. Kaylee Hendricks. Jonathan Lutz. Rocio Joninga. Keith M. Wakefield. Sarah Ann Barker. Valentina Francisco. Megan Kelsey McNanny. Catherine J. Lockwood. Michael Sunday. Rayson Knight. Brandon Sanders. Evelyn Clay. Melissa Lizette Aragon. Sheena Weaver. Denavi Moje. Tyler Anderson. Sandra Bungie. Ricky D. Chloe Jr. Ashley Latrice Adams. Daisha Sequoia Dickens. Jerlene Riley. Kendra Lynn Clark. Eden Dedich. Benjamin Peter Yonker. Michael Dominic Foster. Brianna Marie Flowers. Rebecca Nayu. Bethany Hertz. Crystal Ann King. Kylie Rachel Lutz. Jessica Marie Langowski. Claire Bernadette Colenda. Sarah Grace Davis. Gregory Wycliffe. Allison Polmentier. Cree Monique Davis. Vanessa Danielle Bradley. Sean Javaris Dajour Smith. Christine Marie Wright. Esperanza Hernandez. Allison Abanza. Holly Thompson. Lorraine Lynn Putnam. Layla Janae Sanders. Tyne Cherie Ellis. Sandra K. Terry. Madeline Lee DeYoung. Simone Renate Smith. Salome Esther Urena. Neftali Lucio Campos. Julian Michael Edmonds. Yvonne Christine Jones. Kendra Chantel Waldrip. Lakeisha Mays. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate of Arts degree. Krista Jean Locke. It's the other way around. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Applied Arts and Sciences. Ricardo J. Rodriguez. December DeGlopper. Andrew J. Weiner. Jane Petoskey. Brian J. Barks. Gregory Tim Langsdale. Danielle Blevins. Elizabeth K. Hunter. Christina Marie Stoddard. Kelsey Cook. Kiana Lene Floyd. Brenda Roman. Melinda Leanne Stecker. Heather Claybaugh. Sabrina Stevenson. Ashley Marie Lankard. Taylor Norman. Samantha Glonick. Cole Bazan. Malaysia Bazi Muni. Doris Charlisa Dean. Suzanne Marie Smith. Darren Jerome Esterline. Robert Thomas Kavanaugh. Chad David Conklin. Janelle F. Hinken. James Dons. Philip Crump. Forrest Casper. Camilla Ann Hoxie. Joseph M. Davenport. Matthew Hofsty. Lawrence A. Warner. Jeremy Kellogg. Sarah Micah Ross. Christian Camano Garcia. Delvin Sluice. Brian Matthew Redmond. Zachary Allen Schultz. Tyler Vernon Woods. Michael Robert Otto. Stephen McClure. Thomas Dilley. Kristen Jankowski. Carissa Malaro. Richard Zimonek. Margarita Marian Moran Calbero. Rebecca Costanate. Courtney Wilkowski. Bobby Jean Rochelle Granderson. Charlotta Nayan Smith. Lauren Michael Wolford. Tracy Lynn Philippek. Prince C. Watson Sr. Desiree Elizabeth Wiesler. Chris Luna Aragoza. Faith Rose. Latoya Parks. Stephen Alexander Zarsaki. Todd Johnson. Alitha Rashid. Tiffany Lynn Dunsell. Lisa Lynn Besmer. Kaylin Joy Busker. Nicole Depsinski. Lindsay Zenner. Summer Najib Jubar. Michelle Radovsky. Chris Seha Lim. Katie Albrecht. Miguel Angel Ebardo Jr. Chester Leon Pearson. Armando Echavarria. Patricia Lynn Scranton. Lisa Rich. Robert Lee Van Houten. Jerome Lee Griffin. Buddy Eugene. Let's see what happened. Buddy Eugene Newcomb. Aisha Turi. Sonia Nicole Salas. Sarai Hope Tardy. Nicole Bowl. Naomi Lozen. Tamra Finkbeiner. Ashley Morrison. Kyra Postma. Shauna Dude. Sarah A. Sluter. Janet Marie Collins. Paul Unseld. Kevin M. Zukowski. Darren Vanderboon. Neil DeHaan. Catherine Lynn Barnes. Holly Wadsworth. Amanda K. LaHaye. Lindsay Marsman. Lindsay Lee Keelan. Catherine Witteveen. Mackenzie Baird. Tina Cooley. James Longalier. Natasha L. Evans. Kathleen Mather. Olivia Rochelle Reedy. Elizabeth Ann Elliott. Regina Sousa Bagley. Benjamin Michael Forrester. Brian Irvin. Jorge Garcias Jaimez. Stephen Wayne Welch. Alejandro Ronzan. Jared Donald Smith. Jessica Miller. Jody Walter. Darren Lavon Mayweather. Aaron S. Yarborough. Elreese Booker. Liberty, oh, hold on. Liberty Wheaton. Blanca Elizabeth Duque Rico. Lauren Shelby Kisner. Megan Areola. Erica Ann Randall. Kristen Shafsma. Brittany Lynn Terleski. Andrea Maria Turner. Kelly Jean Holm. Tara Monique Brown. Esther J. Bouchard. Michelle Marie Murdoch. Kelly Sturris. Haley Camps. Alisa Halaski. Shanita Marie Evans. Kayla Rochelle Smith. Jalisa May Irish. Balthazar Cuevas. Ronald L. Meckus Jr. Tony Williams. Stephanie Schuker. Stephanie L. Daggett. Samantha Lynn Bryce. Gina Renee Benedetti. Thank you. Andrea Lynn Garza. Thank you. Andrea Lynn Komisky. Amber Lee Schwartz. Mary Hewick. Kathleen Olett. Sheila Helpy. Laura Ferner. Kara Collier. Amanda Mashak. Brianna Mulder. Jamie Lynn May. Daniel J. Langerek. Cody Gerald Grisby. Angela Page Collins. Michael Travis McLean. Darnell Tracy Brown. Kimberly J. Hausman. Brianna Lynn Norman. Carrie Vahovich. Michael Cunnigan. Decorah Headley. Rupert Clyde McDonald. Jahan McKinley. Bryant Thomas Roost. Alfredo Miguel Diaz. Francis J. Carabellis. Sheila Viveros. Olga Torres. Wendy K. Ferrer. Nikisha Grace Gillette. Erica Rose Bender. Magdalena Suarez. Christopher A. Conteras. April Ann Marie Welch. Elizabeth Ramona Lee. David Dwayne Colbert. Bridget Banks. Pauline Washington. Angela Emily Baker. Amber Brittany Wood. Kayla Jean Gill. Jennifer Suderup. Melissa A. Rosansky. Thank you. Brenda Lou Essink. Fata Sesko. Angela D. Wick. Christina Hinska. Jesse Hartman. Edwin Hernandez. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduate with an Associate of Applied Arts and Science degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Business degree. Yadira Angelica So. Jane P. Paboremimbun. Stephanie Michelle Vanderplug. Lisa Marie Makey. Stefan Lee Bodbile. Amber Marie Lace. Lynn Gunderson. Sharon L. Mabry. Diana Lozano. Jennifer Newcomb. Alexandra Marie Petterline. Danielle Ray Rogers. Gail A. Brown. Cheryl Ann Lankeet. Myra Crane. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate of Business degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Fine Arts degree. Samantha Claudette Lee. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate of Fine Arts degree, and the following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of General Studies degree. Chelsea Diane Carranza. Haley Autumn Gully. Claudia Galvez. Edward Lee Lucas II. Derek Brandon Riley. Chase Rabideau. Peter Allen Vanderberg. Samantha Overholt. Kimberly Ann Yonker. Queen Esther Taylor. This concludes the presentations of candidates graduated with an Associate of General Studies degree. The following candidate will be graduated with an Associate of Music degree. Rafael E. Pastrano. Lindsay Ma. Alexis Renee Race. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate of Music degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Nursing degree. Jessica Janice Baker. Jessica Mary Kafalani. Nicole Marie Cook. Katrina Ruiz. Michaela Javier Mitchell. Casey Ellen Slaktowski. Rosalie Jean Whip. Lisa L. Boersma. Amanda Jean Morissette. Candace Josephine Walma. Melissa Williams Freeman. Valerie Ann Staley. Susan Michelle Murphy. This concludes the presentations of candidates graduated with an Associate of Nursing degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate of Science degree. Jessie Jones. Faletta Latoya Ellis. Amara L. Mukataran. Jessica Janae Henderson. Valerie Navarrete Garcia. Benu Baral. Jonathan Tran. Duncan Brown McLeod. Alexander Paul Ellison. Heather Labezo. Stephen Bulkowski. Bradley Burma. E. Jasmine Walton Durst. Hayden S. Youngs. Cody Michael Converse. Chelsea Marie LeClaire. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate of Science degree. The following candidates will receive a program completion certificate. Erica K. Ferris. Robin Marie Staley. Emma Lou Thompson. LaShawn R. Fisher. Christina Davis Riley. Janice E. Payne. Kate M. Marsh. Manuel Uribe. Brian Rubley. Rainier Bernard Becker. Amanda K. Johnson.
Will all the candidates please rise? Dr. Stephen Ender. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Grand Rapids Community College, I am honored and privileged to present the candidates for Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Arts and Science, Associate of Business, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of General Studies, Associate of Music, Associate of Nursing, Associate of Science, and certificate programs.
Now, it's not. Now, wait. It's not over till it's over. We've got a couple of things that we need to say to make this official. Okay? I love this part, too. By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Grand Rapids Community College, the Board of Trustees, and the laws of the state of Michigan, I now confer upon each of you the certificate, degree, and title as they apply to you individually and cite you as being worthy of all rights, privileges, it's not over until it's over. Privileges and responsibilities that come with this accomplishment. You may now shift your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the 2014 graduating class of Grand Rapids Community College. Please be seated. I don't want to incite you again, but I will share that this is my 5th commencement exercise, and this has been, you've raised the bar very high. I do not want to incite you again. I'm just telling you. Now we're going to bring a little decorum back here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce a musical performance by the GRCC Wind Ensemble, a Slavic farewell by Vasily Agabkin. No, I don't have it here. All I can tell you is what my program says. So you're going to solo?
Yes.
And what will you be singing?
Defying Gravity from Wicked.
We love that. Okay, it's all yours.
Thank you. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits. 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner buy defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited, my future is unlimited, and I've just had a vision almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, they'll never pull me down. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. To those who drowned me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Oh,
Well, I'm glad we didn't miss that, even though apparently I was trying very hard. So I believe what's going to happen here as we recess is that we will hear the musical performance of Slavic Farewell by Vasily Agapkin, and then this will conclude our 97th commencement ceremonies. Our faculty will honor the graduates in a recessional lineup as they exit into the Bostwick Commons, so we would ask everyone else to please remain seated while reviewing the recessional walk on the screen behind me. After all students have exited the building, we will invite you to join your graduates and the faculty on the Commons. Graduates, congratulations on this important milestone. We are proud to call you GRCC alumni.